right, great. Rob, Liz, it's great to be here with both of you. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes of your time, and excited to be working with you on this important and exciting technology search for Alta Vista School. Wanted to start a bit about your backgrounds and what brought you to the school. Liz, if you want to introduce yourself first and tell us a bit about yourself.
Sure. Thanks, Gabe. My name is Liz Davis, Dr. Liz Davis, and my background started out as a middle school teacher, and then I moved into technology. I was a technology integrator, and then I became the director of academic technology. This was all in Boston, in the Boston area. Then I moved out to California, and I started sort of venturing a little beyond the technology. I was a curriculum director. I was an assistant head of school, and now I'm head of middle school here at Alta Vista School. So that's kind of been my journey over the last 32 years.
That's great. Rob, you also are coming from the East Coast right now. So this seems to be a school that is drawing people westward. Tell us about yourself and your background as an educator.
Well, as you can probably tell from my accent, I come from the east coast of England originally. So, yeah, I grew up in England and taught and was an administrator at the same time in a number of public schools in inner city London, and then came over to the States in 2002 and have been here ever since. Various positions, but where I am at the moment, I'm at Ethical Culture Filston School as the principal of the lower division. That's where I'm speaking from now, but I'm really excited that I was appointed to be the new head of school at Alta Vista starting July 1st. So we're making a lot of plans to be there, and just really excited about what's going on at Alta Vista, and can't wait to get started.
Super. Well, our team had a great opportunity to get a sense of what is happening at Alta Vista School. And just for those who haven't been there, we talked about this in the document. It's a two-campus school based in STEAM education. But, I want to get a little bit under the hood there. Maybe, Liz, you can start us off. Just for anybody who hasn't been to the campus or doesn't know much, tell folks about, both the mission, but also the under the hood, the culture, the community, and what it's like to work there day to day.
Yeah, AVS is a progressive school in San Francisco. We have a STEAM focus, which is really an inquiry-based approach to learning. At the middle school, we call it a problem-based approach, and we really try to integrate across different subject areas. But on both campuses, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math are really prominent. We have engineering challenges for all kids on both campuses. Lower school does these great Rube Goldberg projects. But we're also a young school and very iterative and flexible. We're always looking at what's working and what's not working and how we can change it. We don't have this super long traditional history that sometimes can hold you back. So there's lots of opportunities here for ideas and growth. And it's a really kind and supportive staff. We're kind of a family. We're on the smaller side, and there's definitely a sense of belonging among our staff. And I think overall also a sense of humility that's really nice. We don't take ourselves too seriously. I tell a lot of jokes, actually. But we take learning seriously. So it's really a nice combination.
How exciting. Rob, you've sort of hinted you're excited to get started, and you can kind of tell this is the right place for you. Talk about what you noticed perhaps during your search that said, hey, this is where I want to be, and what's gotten you already excited about the future to come.
I think one of the things that I really enjoyed when I visited for the first time was just seeing the whole innovation and creativity piece come together. Liz was talking about the challenges that the kids have. I sat inside a challenge where the kids were all challenged to protect a sandwich from falling in the water, and they were given certain materials to do that. And they took us through junior K right through to 5th grade. And it was just so interesting to see how invested the kids were in this project, but also the solutions they came up with and how that got more sophisticated as they got on. I think innovation, creativity, and using that as a stimulus and as a sort of platform for the curriculum is just so refreshing to me. And that's something I've tried to do in my career over the past 3 decades or so. And to be head of a school that really values that is really exciting to me. So I've said this to anyone who'll listen over the past 6 months since I got the position. What I saw at Alta Vista was a mission in action. People didn't just talk about it. I saw it in classrooms, in the students, in the program, in the parents, how everybody talked about the school. And that was really exciting for me, not just to talk the talk, but walk the walk as well.
Wow, it's exciting. You both mentioned things like innovation, and Liz, you talked about STEAM and technology. So in any school that is doing, different projects and learning built around STEAM technology, elements thereof, a core technology program is going to be so important. So let's just talk a little bit about what you're looking for, why technology is so important to the school at this point. And not just, of course, about the academic side, but also the operational side of the house for which this role is overseen. So if Liz, you want to start us off and just give a sense of what you're hoping for, what's important, what are the priorities for you in your next technology leader?
Yeah, I mean, we've had technology support, and we have some great people here who know how to do things, but leadership is really looking at all the systems. We've kind of, as I mentioned, we're a young school, and we've gone from just like homegrown Google Docs kind of approaches to a pretty robust database of Veracross. We use a learning management system, Otis, at the middle school. We have TADS as our business system around scholarship. We use Ravenna for admissions. There's a lot of different pieces that really need someone to have a big picture and to manage. And then the other piece is there's times when we need support. We have parents coming and we're standing with a microphone and it's not working. And we have an event and the projector is not projecting. Little things like that. I think what we're lacking is some leadership and foresight around who's going to be there to support. Someone who's going to look at the calendar and say, oh, instead of us always have to remember to ask, someone who's going to proactively think about what are the needs of this campus and how, as the leader and my support person, what can we do to help? And that's kind of the mindset that I'm hoping that we can bring on.
Super. Rob, you've been in many schools. You've seen technology used different ways. As you come and take the helm of Alta Vista School, what are you hoping for in both technology leadership, the department, and the next technology systems manager that you're about to hire?
I don't have a lot to add to what Liz said. I think she covered everything. I mean, I think somebody who is very much who mirrors the values of the school, someone who can be innovative, creative, and can problem solve. I think that's going to be really important. As Liz said, there's 2 campuses, so it's not just thinking about one, but how you cover those things, how you really support the program, so it can be the best program it can be. So we're not constantly thinking about, well, this isn't working, this isn't working. So I think a real troubleshooter is going to be really vital for this. Someone who can think through things ahead of time as well, and really partner with the admin team to put in place a system that really works and covers all the technological needs of the 2 campuses in the school.
That's great. Appreciate that. Final question, and Liz, I'll go right to you, and Rob, if you want to hop in, you certainly can. But Alta Vista School, I mean, there's not many 2-campus schools in San Francisco that are young and growing and have that innovative spirit. So just to me, it's a unique school in terms of how it's defined and you've been there several years. Just talk a little bit about like sort of just what it's like to work in a school that is growing and is still in its teenage years, and at the same time has these 2 campuses that are well established and just and quite different. Just a little window into, for somebody who's going to be in both environments, what it's like to work in a school like that.
Well, I think we're a pretty welcoming place. Our staff really, will make themselves sort of known to you and welcome you in. They're going to need your help. They're also very appreciative of the kind of help that our tech team can provide. I think we are all, because we're young, we all wear a lot of hats. And so there's definitely a feeling of everyone pitching in. We don't generally expect someone else to do something for us. We kind of are like, if this needs to be done, it's probably, you know, if I'm not going to do it, I better find somebody who will. So we all kind of get our hands dirty in some ways, but also say, like, we're a younger staff. Our staff are pretty tech savvy. We're not needing to like bring along people who've been at this school for 40 years and never really adapted. Because we're young, I think also we have that, and because of the STEAM identity, I think we have very tech savvy staff, which also helps with, I think, our tech team feeling like they're not starting like at the basics.
That's great. Well, I appreciate both of you taking some time today. It is such a wonderful school community. We had a wonderful visit with you all earlier, and excited to help you on this search, and excited to help you bring a new technology leader to the helm. And Rob, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And excited to see you come out west. Keep coming west. And eventually you'll just go around the globe, I guess. So thank you both very much, and appreciate your time today.
That's good.
Thank you.